When some people look for images to use on their websites or in their videos, they go about it all wrong. They'll just go to Google, type in a keyword phrase, click search, and then go up to images and click on the link. The problem is most of the images that come up in a Google search belong to someone else and are protected by copyright. Now, this doesn't mean that you're not able to use Google to search for images for your websites or your videos. You just have to do it the right way. You can start your search in the same way by entering a keyword phrase, clicking on search, and then clicking on images. After that, you need to filter your results to find images that you are allowed to use. To do that, you can click on the button with the gear icon, then select Advanced Search and click on that. Then scroll down to where it says Usage Rights. By default, the setting is Not Filtered by License. Open up the drop-down menu and select Free to Use, Share, or Modify, even commercially. After you make your selection, click on the Advanced Search button and then you'll be presented with images that you are allowed to use. You still need to be careful, however, because not all of these images will be in the public domain. If an image is in the public domain, you can use it however you see fit. Some of the images that come up with this type of search are available under a Creative Commons license. Under a Creative Commons license, you can use the image under certain conditions. There may be restrictions on how you can use an image, or you may be allowed to use it however you want as long as you provide an attribution and credit the photographer. If you hover over the images, you can see the website where the images are coming from, and you can see a lot of these are coming from YouTube. Now, just because someone uploads a video to YouTube doesn't mean that they're giving everyone in the world permission to grab stills from their video and use those however they see fit. So even though we did search for images that were labeled for reuse and modification even commercially, and it's giving us these pictures, that doesn't necessarily mean you can use them. So you still have to do a little bit of research. If you see an image from this website, Pixabay, Pixabay has images that are in the public domain. And if an image is in the public domain, that means that you can use it however you like. Sometimes you'll see images from Wikipedia, and those are sometimes available in the public domain as well. Now, you'll also see images coming up from Flickr. Now, if you see an image from Flickr, it's usually available under a Creative Commons license. So I'm going to go to visit that page. And then if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see it says some rights reserved. So we can click on that and get a little more information. So it says that you are free to share this, copy and redistribute the material in any medium or format, and you're even free to adapt it, remix it, transform it, or build upon it for any purpose, even commercially. So you can use it pretty much however you want. But under the following terms. You must give appropriate credit and indicate if changes have been made. So what does appropriate credit mean? Well, we can click on that and it pops up and it tells you that if the information is supplied, you must provide the name of the creator, attribution parties, a copyright notice, a license notice, a disclaimer notice, and a link to the material. So it says if that information is available, if they're supplying it, you need to include that. So you can probably use the image without including all of that, but to be on the safe side, you need to include everything that this asks for. So you can use Creative Commons images in your videos and on your websites and blogs, but I tend to stay away from that as much as possible. I will stick with a site like Pixabay where you can get public domain images absolutely free, or I'll use a stock photo website. Now, sites like iStockPhoto and other royalty-free stock photo websites are pretty expensive, but the one that I use is called GraphicStock, and you can get a membership for an entire year for $99, and for that price, you're allowed to download as many images as you want for an entire year. And then once your membership expires, if you don't renew it, you're still free to use those images that you've downloaded. So that is my preferred option. I use still photos from GraphicStock in many of the videos that I create, and I use it on all of my websites.